Right, ready when you're not.
Okay. Could you just sit forward just a touch? I know you've got quite a booming voice, but I like the gaffer who was whispering earlier on. Yes? Yeah. Well, Dan, when the fixture list came out, actually even before that, even when Cheltenham went up and Colchester came down, was this a fixture that you were kind of looking forward to?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, any previous club you look out for. So, yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to all of them, really, coming into the league. But, yeah, you obviously look out for your former club, yeah.
After a couple of years at Braintree where you did well, a move half an hour up the road and 2 levels up the pyramid probably looked a good one. For those that don't know, why do you think it didn't work?
Or the manager change within about 5 games, I think, when I went there, and then it was the youth team manager took over, and he wanted his own spin, which happens in football, his own players. I wasn't his player, and he didn't want me there, so I just went out on loan and wanted to play games. I didn't want to sit around, so it happens in football.
Was there any thought that you could have convinced Tony Humes that you did have a future there, did you think?
Well, I tried to go out on loan and play well, and went back there and trained well, and but you know, it's opinions. Football's full of opinions. You know, I don't hold any grudges. It happens. I'm just trying to prove to everyone that I'm a good player. Obviously, every game, so it doesn't really matter who thinks it. Just got to prove it to yourself, really.
Do you think you've developed into a better player in the 2 years since you signed for Colchester?
Since I signed?
Well, as in, it's 2 years since you signed for them.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
Do you think you're a better player or a different player?
Yeah,
2 years
without
on?
a doubt. I mean, I'd only ever played part-time football, so and I kept training at Colchester even when I was on loan, and obviously since I've come here, is a whole different level of I'd say professionalism here than anywhere I've ever been. So this club's helped me more than anything.
And at 26, did you feel that it's not a last chance, but it's certainly a second chance that you've deserved because of the goals you've scored elsewhere?
I mean, yeah, I think, you know, if you score goals, you will end up where you're going to end up. I think if you dedicate yourself every day, you're going to end up whatever level you're going to end up at. You know, I come from literally the park when I was 19, so you know, I'm sort of proud where I am, but obviously as a footballer you want to keep moving anyway.
You've watched a lot this season. You've been involved in the last 4 matches. What do you think you've taken into those 4 games that's helped you, having watched the last dozen or so beforehand?
I mean, it's difficult. Obviously, when you're watching games, you think it's different when you're playing. But you know, I'm just really focusing on getting my fitness back and my full sharpness back. You know, I was thankful for the gaffer keeping me on the pitch on Saturday and trying to get 90 minutes in. But I still feel, you know, I can be sharper. But I think that'll just come with time and, you know, the way we're playing, and felt sharp against Crewe, and you know, it's just building myself back into it. If the gaffer gives me that chance, and hopefully I can repay him.
The goal at Crewe was like rolling back to last season, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. You know, I think it's just sort of instinct as a striker. Whether you score a few goals that seem to be the same or not, you don't really care how they go in.
Just a point about the sharpness. Aaron Downs looked sharper 4 or 5 games in after his long layoff. Do you expect that maybe when we get to Exeter, Morecambe, Barnet, Boxing Day, you'll have benefited from having some minutes?
Yeah, I think you're always going to benefit when you've been out from injury from minutes, especially as I didn't have like 3 weeks before I played or whatever. Just one or 2 days, but you know, I need to be fully sharp tomorrow. I felt sharp against Crewe, felt sharp against Portsmouth, but I felt like I could have been sharper. So I think it's just a case of going into every game, give everything you've got, and hopefully it comes back quick.
How many of the boys at Colchester would you know? Because a lot of their squad at the moment looks to have come through their youth system.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I know a lot of them. A lot of the young lads that were there when I was there. A few of the other lads, a lot of them have moved on. But yeah, I'll know pretty much everyone, I think.
And what sort of challenge will they present? Because they're scrapping at the bottom, and Pompey obviously are at the top and hoping to go up.
I think you can see in the league table that it doesn't really matter who you're playing. anyone can beat anyone. It's quite tight, so just have to go into every game with full focus, knowing our game and knowing the way that we want to approach it. And if we can, execute it, I think we can beat anyone.
What was the feeling like when that ball hit the net at Crewe? Was it a relief, joy, a sense of I'm back, or?
I think a bit of everything. Obviously, when you've been out a long time, you just want to score that first goal, get yourself back in the goal. So yeah, it was nice on my first start to get it.
Yeah. Front three in the last two games with Danny. You're used to playing, but you kind of played a lot with Billy in first team since he came in, because you sort of took his place when you saw him. But how do you think that trio of you three is working?
Oh, good. Against Crewe, it was brilliant. I thought it was okay against Portsmouth. Could have been better, but it was obviously a tough game. I think the more we play, the better we'll get, because we get on well off the pitch, and we're comfortable speaking to each other, and that always helps. So the more we get used to the pattern with Billy in behind, I think we can be a threat.
Yeah, we spoke to Billy on Thursday, and he said that you'd actually spoken a lot, sort of just in around the lunchroom and the dressing room, about what you're going to do and who's going to go where. Is that sort of a commonplace thing to have that sort of in-depth tactical conversation just amongst you players almost?
I don't think it massively, but the gaffer said before the Crewe game, he'd give us a chance, just like 10 minutes, to just chat with each other as like attacking players, and I think it does help. Just because obviously in your own mind you know what you want to do and what you want others, but when you speak to each other and you're all on the same wavelength and you can picture what you're going to do, I think it does help a lot. So we'll take that forward, and I think if it's me, Bill and Wrighty playing, then I think we'll use that to our advantage and keep discussing what we're going to do. Yeah,
the Crewe goal was your first goal of this season. You're still waiting for that first Football League goal.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a better time to do it than Tuesday night against the club who gave you that chance and it didn't work out against?
I don't think so, but I think the next game, whoever it was against, would be the best time, to be honest. I don't really look at it as first Football League goal. I just think it's just a goal at the end of the day. So just play, do what I do, and it'll come.
Yeah, maybe not in the singular, maybe more than one.
Who knows?
Exactly. Cheers, Dan.
Thanks, Interesting. The gaffer referred to it as a 2.5.